Football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Lumberjacks of Louisville taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
12.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you look at this defense, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Bengals had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Hey, Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Wooten toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Wooten. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It was Miles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
I'm fine, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Well, you look at this defense. Well, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
From midfield now, Burrow. That's caught by Durham. They'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunky yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They'll run on first down. It's Boyd. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Andrews. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Wooten. Over the middle, complete. It's Stump. And he'll be stopped at his tracks right at the 33. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
Warriors 70. Buffalo 18.
Now a handoff up the middle. Billingsley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10. Wooten. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stump. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw. Wooten. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Throwing again. Wooten. And this is incomplete.
They're giving some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lumberjacks are back within a score. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go, here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Boyd. Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And they go play action now. Burrow under pressure, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with his better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Go, Reed, go!
Operating from the gun, Wooten. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 36. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10.
On the line, ready?
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On 2nd down now. Billingsley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11 MT.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Andrews. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying... it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Looking to throw on second down. Wooten. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
They go play action with Burrow. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass.
Here we go.
That allowed them to disrupt the play.
11 MT. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now Burrow on first down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Second and 10.
11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Boyd is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. Touchdown! T. Higgins with his second touchdown here in this first half as his guys are able to extend their lead. And the lead now stands at 13. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down and 6.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
To throw on third down, Wooten. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown! A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lumberjacks have got it back to within a score. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Bengals 20, Lumberjacks 14.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
11 Thomas.
Burrow on play action. He will find his man Chase complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Some good starting running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Gun.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now stands at 13. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Wooten. He'll fire deep, looking for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
50
Looking to throw. Wooten. He finds his man, complete. It's stumped. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready, break. Hey, smash Bronco.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because...
And that's caught inside the 30. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
The final shot before break. Wooten. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff up the middle. Billingsley. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Wooten going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! A big play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Lumberjacks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point attempt to follow here.
And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Bengals 27, Lumberjacks 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
12.
Burrow looking to pass. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success.
On one, ready?
Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Here we go.
They're going to try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 2nd down, Billingsley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw. Wooten. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. They bring their punter out there now, standing just outside his own goal line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and that will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On second down now, it's Boyd. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here we go.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty.
They'll keep it on the ground. Boyd. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards on the play there. It's a drive will continue.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Boyd. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Up the middle they go. Boyd. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
Here we go.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. To the air again, Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. Now it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Fourth down.
And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little juke. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
And a Louisville first down.
Here we go.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth.
Come on. Set.
On first down, Wooten. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Lumberjacks get a bit closer. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
The point after is good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Lumberjacks 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Burrow. He finds his man complete. It's Farmer. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've had him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Burrow will throw. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. He's across midfield and finally knocked down at the 42-yard line. yards on the catch and run, a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
11.
Again, it's Burrow. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm. But this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Farmer. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. He gets this one to Boyd. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
11.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. To throw on 2nd down, Wooten. And that's going to be incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Let's go now.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
70, Timberwolf. Warriors, 70.
Looking to throw. Wooten. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Stump. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 37 yards. And the Lumberjacks are able to cut into that deficit. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Touchdown Bengals. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 32 yards. And the Bengals have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Stop low, 18.
Throwing to start the drive. Wooten. He finds his man, complete. That's Stump. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Wooten gets this complete to Smith and Jigba. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. That is incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Check mash. Check mash. Go.
Back to throw. Wooten. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Miles Murphy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Boyd. Fights loose. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with its overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. This defense for the Commanders, they were fantastic a week ago in a win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles.
There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 47 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. The Burrows throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. Before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, first down.
They'll run on first down. Boyd. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Red.
Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
Right open. 11.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. That one downfield for Dotson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
12.
They'll try the left side. It's Boyd. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Hey, kill.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Lawrence. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now Burrow changing the look. On first down, Boyd. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On second down, it's Boyd. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a third down coming up.
On one, right?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Well, they would have got the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
So after the fourth down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that line.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he floated one out there incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On the toss, here's Nwangu. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. And How about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down and an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
First down, Commanders.
On red.
On play action, Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers. It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Still going inside the 20. And all the
Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Bengals go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. Now inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career. So that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Bengals drive about to get going. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago. Add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals add 6 to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2, both in. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow will throw. He will find his man Chase, complete. Touchdown! Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And this is caught. It's Brown. 39 yards there, a big one.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Burrow. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are pouring it on. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Lawrence to throw. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
11. Go, let's go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Bengals 35, Commanders 3.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal. Again, it's Lawrence. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. Touchdown, Washington. Kene Nwangu, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
35, Commanders 10.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
a 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Lawrence. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Here's Lawrence. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peak to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Lawrence to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now it's Burrow. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. Throw out wide is incomplete. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
On third down, Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. Motion man left, Peoples-Jones.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
11 empty.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the rout is on here in this first half. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Bengals grab it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He finds his man. Complete. It's Farmer. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Burrow will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
I'm wondering.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third down and 6. Here's Burrow. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. After that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety. We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 25 yards that time. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it, for them to get downfield that quickly? And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
And to throw again is Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown. George Pickens. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Wolf on now for the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
The Bengals drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On the ground, Andrews again. And they can't bring him down. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. They go play action with Lawrence. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And now they're in the hurry up.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Finds Pickens outright. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This will wind up a loss on the play, and this brings up a 3rd and goal.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Extra point up and through. And the lead now down to 20.
Bengals 45. Commanders 25.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Burrow getting this into the hands of Higgins. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are able to add on to that lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Now Lawrence on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
He's going deep for Brown. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get it,